welcome to Kabuki Sports, where we talk about sports and the drama that goes along with it. We're going to tackle the seen and unseen portion of sports that some people might be thinking, but they do not want to talk about. So we're going to let this beat ride, and if I can get a freestyle out of myself, I might do it, I don't know. Let's try. Oh, out of time, we can't do it. Sorry. Maybe next time, if I get enough likes, I might freestyle for y'all. All right, so today we will be discussing training during these COVID times. All right, should people train or should they not train? Right now, it seems like we have three different levels. We have people that's training at home by themselves. We have those training safely with others, and then we have that group where they say we're gonna train like ain't nothing changed. Like COVID was never here. But we all know COVID is here. It's been here since last year. Some people say December. It's been making its rounds throughout the world, not just the nation, not just the state, but through the nation. And we have, different responses. Of course, we all love basketball. Basketball is a great sport. The thing I love about sports is the sport itself is but the grind of building, seeing kids get better, believing that they can't do it, then they end up doing it, and then they surprising themselves in games like, yo, I did that. Yeah, you did that. And what that does for a lot of kids is, hey, if I can do this, then maybe I can do this. Maybe I can be a CEO. Maybe I can be a politician, a journalist, a doctor, a lawyer. So that's the little caveat of, sports. And just know sports, most athletes graduate with a higher GPA than just your regular student. But we're not going to get into that. So we said I said there's three different levels: the train at home, train safely with others, then train like ain't nothing changed. Who's responsible for making these decisions for the group or for each group? Namely, it's the parents. That's the first group. All right. Then it's the coaches. All right, the trainers, and then it's the kids. Kids should be the last ones making the decision because, of course, kids feel like they're invincible. They can do anything. Nothing is basically about them when it comes to something being bad or negative. They feel like, hey, I can do this. It doesn't matter, And I'm not worried about COVID. Oh, me jumping off of this building or me doing a backflip off this, hey, no. Me jumping into the pool, no. I'm not going to get hurt. Never me. That's other people. So as adults, the two adults in this situation are your parents and the trainers. What do you say? Yes, we know you're about this life, but we're about your life. So no, you can't go ahead and train. But there are some coaches and some trainers who have went with the latter and says train like ain't nothing changed. All right. They're training in large groups, not just a team, but opening gyms and having huge events and putting these kids at risk. Of course, if adults say that it's okay, kids are going to be like, it must be okay. My parents and my coaches would never put me in a position where I would be injured or hurt. So, of course, I'm going to go. And then that's the first part. And the second part is, it's the challenge of, don't you want to be better? Don't you got to get better? You can't be like them. You can't be sitting at home. You got to get out there. You got to get out there. You got to show me about this life. Ball is life. Ball is life. And so they're like, if I don't train, then I'm not going to go to college. I'm not going to get a scholarship. And I'll never amount to anything in life. A lot of times it's the coaches' egos, and they're worried about what they're going to amount to. They like to make it seem like it's about the kids. But some trainers and some coaches, it's about, hey, let me get them. Because honestly, kids can train at home. I'm going to tell you a secret that many people don't know. Michael Jordan did not have a trainer. I don't think he did. Maybe he did. Maybe his brother counted as trainer, Larry Jordan. Maybe that was his trainer. But it wasn't really a trainer. He was just challenging him to be better. And he beat him up and he was like, okay, I got to get better. I got to get better. I don't know if he played for an AAU team. I'm willing to put 99% of my earnings on it that he didn't play for an AAU team. Or maybe he played for a rec team, but I love basketball. I coach travel basketball, but there's nothing that says that you have to have a coach around for you to get better. You have YouTube now. You have basketball. I've seen people with pure T guns in their backyard. You don't have to be around other folks to get better. You might feed off the energy of getting better. You might want to work harder, but there's nothing that says that you got to just all of a sudden just have a bunch of people around you to train. Jerry Rice had his own, I think it was Jerry Rice, was it Emmitt Smith? I know it was Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice had his legendary workout that he did by himself, running up freaking sand dunes and doing stuff. And he got up and did it and worked by himself every day. LeBron James had this quote about the man in the arena, and basically you're in there by yourself. You can't worry about what others think. Same thing with training. You just get out there and work. So my thing is, it's up to the adults in this situation, and I feel like some of the adults are making selfish decisions. And that's just how I feel. Now you can tell me how you feel, and like the people do, like this. Tell me how you feel about the comments below. Again, I am going to work out with my kids, but best believe I'm following North Carolina High School Athletic Association rules that say only 10 people in the gym. All right, only 10, including coaches. So if I got 3 coaches, I can only have 7 kids. But since there are only 6 goals laying out, we're only going to have 6 kids. All right, so it's going to be, it doesn't matter that if I'm the only person there, I'm not going to have 9 kids. I'm just going to have 1 kid at each gym. They have to have their own ball. They can't come within 6 feet of each other. They cannot go in the locker rooms. All right, they have to enter and exit and by themselves. They can't loiter outside and talk with each other, get in the car and go about their business. Then they got to take showers, go home, wash up, get all this stuff, have hand sanitizer. All this stuff has to be on hand. And again, I'm going to wait till I get clarification from my athletic director, because I never just, in a situation like this, you can't be out there willy-nilly doing what you feel. All right. There's a lot of things that are being allowed right now. And there are ways where you can go and work out. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to text your kids and say, hey, meet me up over at this park. We about to get it in. And of course, it feels like, yeah, we practiced through COVID. You know, we was out there grinding it. We was out there and then they sick. All right. What's the worst case scenario? Worst case scenario, if a kid is not working out with a coach. The worst case scenario, maybe they sit at home and they get a little bit out of shape. There's not going to be a travel ball season, I don't think, this year. All right? You see your kids, you work out, and they just had to work harder to get in shape. That's it. That's the worst case scenario. What's the worst case scenario on the other end? All right? Or the alternative, or the null hypothesis, whatever you want to call it. I'm just throwing it in because I'm taking statistics. One kid potentially gets ill, or one ill kid goes to his grandma's or goes somewhere else, and they bring it back into the gym. And then 2 or 3 kids get sick. Then they take it home, and they have elderly grandparents, and they think that they're fine, and they take it home to them, and they get sick. That is the worst case scenario. So which is the least of the worst case scenarios for me? They have to work a little harder later on. If you're telling me that's the scenario that I have to deal with, I'm fine with it. But if you tell me I open up the gym and we go in and we work out and we have 50 to 100 kids in the gym grinding it and whatnot, and you tell me that somebody gets sick and someone dies, I'm going to feel way worse than if all of a sudden I have to work kids out. All right. And some AAU programs are even using the fact that, oh, y'all aren't working out. Oh, your coach ain't got you working out. Y'all ain't working out. Oh, ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know if you want to play for that program, because we over here getting better. And, you know, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. If that's how you want to sell your program, then sell it that way. Do what you got to do. I won't be doing it. All right. Losing my grandmother was the worst. My great grandma was the worst feeling. I don't want to lose someone. All right. And it be on the blood be on my hands. I don't want to know what that feels like. All right. Or if a kid gets sick, they don't even necessarily have to die. If they just get sick because of something that I did, I would feel terrible. Maybe some other people say, well, you know, you got to die sometime. And people who usually say that are the people who say it, but if it comes to where they have to die, I guarantee they're going to be praying and asking for someone to save them. All right, but that's a whole other thing. I'm reading this off because I don't have it on top of my head yet, but I hate to say it, but we got to go. All right, it's been an honor and privilege occupying your screen and mine for a few minutes, and hopefully we can do it again. Take care, and always remember, drama not discussed becomes whispers and ill will, so always be a samurai and cut it off. Hold up. Yeah, the segue wasn't that good, but here's we're gonna finish this off. See you soon and goodbye.